The rain had almost stopped when a tired single father made one simple decision that would change two broken lives forever. He thought he was only giving his boss a ride home after her luxury car suddenly refused to start outside the office building. He had no idea that before the night ended, she would quietly ask for one more drive around the city, not because she had nowhere to go, but because she had forgotten what hope felt like. Sometimes the longest journey isn't measured in miles but in the distance between two hurting hearts. If you believe kindness and second chances can change lives, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Kindness Forever. Your support helps these heartfelt stories reach more people who need hope. Nathan Carter was a 38-year-old widowed father living in Columbus, Ohio. Every morning before sunrise, he prepared breakfast for his 9-year-old son, Caleb, packed his lunch, and hurried to work as a driver for a successful technology company. Money was always tight, and every paycheck disappeared into rent, groceries, school supplies, and medical bills left behind after his wife's long illness. Nathan never complained. He simply smiled, worked harder, and reminded himself that Caleb deserved a future brighter than the difficult present they were living. His employer, Victoria Brooks, was known throughout the company as brilliant, disciplined, and emotionally distant. She had built the business into a national success, but very few employees had ever seen her laugh. Most believed she cared only about deadlines and profits. Nathan respected her from a distance, never expecting that their worlds would ever truly meet. Late one Friday evening, after nearly everyone had gone home, Victoria's driver called in sick. Her luxury sedan refused to start in the parking lot, and with an important meeting cancelled, she quietly accepted Nathan's offer to drive her home in the company vehicle. The drive began in complete silence. The city lights reflected across the wet streets while soft music played through the speakers. Nathan focused on the road, expecting nothing more than another routine assignment. As they passed through neighborhoods decorated with glowing porch lights, Victoria noticed a small photograph taped beside the dashboard. It showed Nathan and Caleb smiling beside an old bicycle. Without looking away from the road, Nathan explained that the bicycle had been rescued from a scrapyard and repaired together. Building it had taught his son that broken things could become beautiful again with enough patience and love. For the first time in years, Victoria felt something inside her begin to soften. She confessed that she had spent so many years chasing success that she no longer remembered the last peaceful evening she had experienced. Her mansion felt larger every year, yet somehow emptier. Awards filled her office, but no family photographs filled her home. As they reached her driveway, she looked at the quiet house waiting in darkness and realized she wasn't ready to walk back into its silence. She quietly asked Nathan if they could take one more drive around before ending the night. Nathan nodded without asking questions. Together they drove through quiet streets, across a bridge overlooking the river, and past small diners where families laughed through the windows. He shared stories about Caleb's dreams of becoming an engineer, about bedtime homework sessions, and about learning that happiness often arrived in ordinary moments rather than expensive possessions. Victoria listened carefully, realizing that the man earning one of the smallest salaries in her company possessed a wealth she had never managed to buy. Over the following weeks, everything slowly began to change. Victoria started visiting different departments instead of hiding inside executive meetings. She introduced flexible schedules for parents, expanded employee healthcare benefits, and created scholarships for workers' children. She even surprised Nathan by funding a community workshop where parents and children could repair bicycles, furniture, and household items together, teaching valuable skills while building stronger families. The workshop quickly became a place where neighbors encouraged one another and children discovered confidence with every project they completed. Nathan never asked for recognition, but his quiet kindness transformed more than one lonely executive. Victoria began reconnecting with her own aging parents after years of emotional distance. She spent weekends volunteering instead of attending endless business dinners. Employees noticed that the woman who once walked through the halls without making eye contact now greeted everyone with genuine warmth. The company's greatest achievement was no longer measured by quarterly profits but by the lives quietly improving behind every paycheck. Months later, Caleb proudly won a regional science competition using a small mechanical invention he had built from recycled bicycle parts. As Nathan watched his son accept the award, Victoria stood quietly in the audience, smiling with tears in her eyes. She understood that one unexpected drive through the city had reminded her that success means very little if it cannot be shared with others. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindness Forever so more people can discover inspiring stories filled with hope, compassion, and second chances. Special request: comment below with the words, "Kindness changes lives," if you believe one small act of compassion can completely transform someone's future. As Nathan and Caleb walked home beneath the evening sky, they never realized how one simple ride had rewritten the future of an entire company and healed a lonely heart. The greatest miracles rarely begin with wealth or power. They begin with ordinary people choosing kindness when no one is watching. And sometimes, all it takes to change a life forever is one more drive around the block.